Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector.
Last year, Boeing has delivered its first Block 3 F-18 Super Hornet to the US Navy. The defense firm has also been pitching the same fighter jet and its latest variant, the Block 3, to Indian Navy. As per Boeing, Block 3 is the most advanced version of Super Hornet and exceeds 4th generation fighter capabilities. As we all know, that indigenous aircraft carrier IAC Vikrant will be commissioned by mid of 2022, and Navy will require more deck-based fighter jets. Indian Navy has trimmed down the numbers of deck-based fighter jets from 57 to 36. Although the final decision is still awaited and there are possibilities that the number of fighters could be further downsized, most probably it will be around 20 to 25 considering the tech requirement of Vikrant. In this video, we'll try to evaluate the capabilities of the most advanced version of F-18 Super Hornet Block 3 and its fitment for Indian Navy. So let's get started. The Block 3 F-18 Super Hornet features an advanced APG-79 AESA radar, which is gallium arsenide based, similar to Uttam AESA radar. It can detect 1 meter square RCS object like Rafale's or J-10C from a distance of 150 kilometers. The APG-79 enables pilot to fire the AIM-120 AMRAAM, simultaneously guiding several missiles to several targets widely spaced in azimuth, elevation or range. It has an inbuilt infrared search and track device on the front of centerline fuel tank. IRST sensor provides the fighter jet capability to detect, track and attack enemy aircraft in a stealthy way without making its presence known. The IRST used here is a long-wave infrared detection sensor system that targets enemy aircraft in conditions where Super Hornet cannot use its radar in a range of 100 kilometers. It can differentiate between a tank and an APC and can even tell its model. It displays the NATO name of that weapon system and then suggests an action to eliminate it. The fighter also features Raytheon Next Generation Jammer (NGJ). The NGJ is a combination of high-powered, agile beam jamming techniques and cutting-edge solid-state electronics. F-18 Block 3 features two 15-foot-long pods. It can jam multiple frequencies at the same time more quickly and more efficiently. The emerging system uses a high-powered AESA radar. The NGJ is engineered to jam and defeat both surveillance radar technology and high-frequency fire control radars. The Block 3 will feature multiple missile approach warning system on centerline fuel tank and wings. It also has laser warning receiver used to detect, analyze and locate direction of laser emissions from laser guidance systems and laser rangefinders. The fighter jet will feature an 11 by 19-inch touchscreen. The screen shows all the battlefield scenario in 3D format, which helps pilot in decision. Pilots can use the touchscreen in the same way as smartphones and tablets. It has large area display capable of swapping in all sort of different situational awareness displays. The screen is developed by Halbit, a joint venture between HAL of India and Elbit Systems that would be making next generation cockpit display for India's 5th generation fighter AMCA. The fighter jet is powered by two G414-400 enhanced performance engine, which is 20% more powerful than its previous version. It can generate a thrust of 118 kN, which overall improves its thrust-to-weight ratio. It is also well established fact that GE engines are economical with low power degradation than any other Western engines and lower operational cost. The aircraft is equipped with an enclosed stealth weapon pod. The weapons on the wing increases the radar cross-section and aerodynamic drag. Enclosed weapon pod reduces the RCS and aerodynamic drag of the fighter jet. The stealth weapon pod can carry 4 AIM missiles or combination of 2 AIM and 2 joint direct attack ammunition or combination of 2 AIM and 4 to 6 short diameter munitions and much more combination of missiles and bombs and missiles depending upon payload. The fighter jet features 11 hardpoint with max payload capacity of 8050 kg. The Block 3 features upgraded conformal fuel tanks that are shaped and placed above the fuselage in a way that does not increase the frontal radar cross section. This design gives room for two pods for jamming purpose, which were otherwise used for external fuel tanks. The two tanks can hold 3,500 pounds of usable fuel, adding either 260 nautical miles in range or 130 nautical miles of combat radius. In addition, it can carry additional fuel up to 5 external fuel tanks, and aircraft can be configured as an airborne tanker by adding an external air-to-air refueling system. Overall, Boeing has improved the capability and performance of this plane. It is much cheaper than Rafale M and costs around 380 crore per aircraft, while Rafale M costs around 686 crore, which is double the cost of F-18. Also, its operational cost is very less compared to Rafale M. In addition, Super Hornet has foldable wing, which is missing in Rafale M, which will reduce deck area requirement, especially for medium-sized aircraft carriers operated by India. Indian Navy is already operating P-8I reconnaissance aircraft from Boeing and MS-60R naval helicopters, which will ease the interoperability and a much required capability in modern era network-centric warfare. While all seems to be good, there is one challenge with F-80 Super Hornet, and this time it's not width as it has foldable wings, but its length. The hangar of Vikrant has a length of 16.5 meters and width of 11.20 meters, whereas the fighter jet has a length of 18.31 meters and width of 9.32 meters with foldable wings.
This was today's update. Please let us know what is your views about these in comment section. Feel free to post your comments and suggestions about any topic related to defense sector on which you want to hear from us. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind friends. Please like and subscribe our video if you have not done already. We'll be soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in defense sector.